Okay. Hari Om, morning. Welcome to the session. Third day, I think we are today. Thank you, Masters, for joining. My humble pranams and to my teacher, my Guru, Karnaji, with her knowledge, what she had shared with us. We are trying to share it again to you all today. So today's lesson is as we are in the Four Agreements, book by Don Miguel Riaz. Yeah. We have come up to the second agreement, but I will just like to go through how beautifully this master has brought the subject in this book. Yeah. Initially, he tells he didn't go to the agreement first, even though he named the book as Four Agreement. He didn't start with the agreement first. All the spiritual, our goal is the highest goal. What they say, he gave us a goal first. If you go to see, yeah, he spoke about the Toltec. He spoke about the spiritual knowledge, which is he's going to spread. And the second part, he gave us the smoky mirror. He said that is what the stage we have to reach. That person who got realized, the person who got enlightened, who saw himself in every part of the world, like from stone to grass to mountain to wind to everything, that you have to reach. Then he gave us that idea first. So he set our goal over there. That is our human goal. We have to reach which we are. He put our goal over there in the first. Then he told how we are like born with certain amount of agreements which are knowingly, unknowingly given to us by the society, and what are the agreements which we can keep, and what are the agreements which we should change or which we should erase. Yeah, that is how beautifully he brought this book about. When I think about it, yeah, he kept our goal. This is a place you have to reach. You have to see yourself in everything. You have to be that clean mirror, and you have to remove all the smoke or the fog which is forming on our mirror. And then he came up to our how we are being domesticated, and then he told us, like, what are the things which society puts on us, or your families give us, and all those unwanted things which are fear based agreements. That is what he told first to remove. So first thing to remove is to cleanse. Is the first cleansing process is take away all your fear based agreement. I am doing this because I'm scared of my mother will beat me. I'm doing this because of fear. All that you remove. Then he says love based agreement. Anything out of love, the agreement which is that you have it and you start working. And then he comes and tells us the importance of these four agreements. If you follow, that is the way you reach the goal. Yeah. So, and the first and foremost and the most important one is being impeccable with our words. And we saw two classes revision also. I'll not go much detail. How words are very powerful, how we can use, how you can avoid spreading negative emotions, how we can do it positively, what are the ways, everything he told very clearly. And if we follow that one itself, the second two are follow-up agreements, actually, we can say. Yeah. So coming to the second and the third, don't make assumptions. Second one. And the third one, don't take anything too personally. Anything we take it very personally, we can take it very little lightly in our life sometimes. Any small sayings, any small, somebody tells us anything, when we take it personally, that is when we feel hurt, and then we want to justify our position. No, I am not like this. May it be a husband and wife, may it be a boss in the office or the subordinate, maybe it with your family, may it be with your all your surroundings. Why, if we think, masters, why we don't have that permanent happiness, why we don't see the clean mirror in ourselves, is because we get fogged up with all this unwanted ideas which are put into us. This is right, this is wrong, you can't do this, you can't do that. So our free will gets, whom we are originally, we forget, and we get carried away with what is being thrust upon us. So when we stop making assumptions, and we stop taking things personally to ourselves, it gives us a lot of freedom, but which is very difficult. As it is, all the agreements are difficult to follow. It is not very easy steps to go walk up the stairs and you reach the goal. It is very, very with everyday practice. As I said, we need to practice it day by day, little by little to reach there. So as we practice being impeccable with our words, the next step to practice is not to take anything personally. What the other person is saying, as by what agreement he has been living, as per his thought, he is saying, it is not what I am. So first lesson I learn is, whatever, when I have, I don't have to believe what Padma says or Vinita says or Sunita ji says. I know what I am. So when I have love in me, when I have confidence and trust in me, I will not go and trust others saying. Uh, if there is anything good to take, I will take. If there is anything which is not needed, I can just reject it. Like you see, we keep the door closed in case if it is a, like, mosquito season or anything. We are careful when to open and when to, like, whom to let into our house. So like that way, we have to have one screen in front of us closed. Actually, we should be very careful and what we let information pass through that. Like, anything which is negative, anything which is hurtful, you just have to be as a witness and let it bounce back from the wall. It doesn't have to enter us. Once it enters us, once we take the poison, then we start working. Oh, that person said this to me. Maybe for example, my husband scolds me. I said, I am such a good wife, I am doing everything perfectly, we always think we are the best and the other person has to change. It is a world which has to change. I am the what I am doing. So then all those emotions build up in me. uh, I am the perfect partner for this house. I am the perfect housewife. I am the perfect mother. How they can say this word to me? How they can hurt me? This is not right. This is not. I am not like this. And oh, what would have happened? You would have married the other girl. I like know how life is so difficult. We do all those things. Like, we build up all that responses just to justify our stand. Okay, when I'm not taking it personally, all these things will be just whitewashed. I don't need to justify myself. I don't need to. I know I am good. I know I have not done anything wrong. I am perfect. So I will just be calm and peaceful all the time. But the moment I take it inside me, then I build up my argument against it. Then there is no way of keeping the first agreement also. That goes away in the air. Okay, whereas my impeccable with my words will not come, only because I am trying to defend. Then I use anything which comes to my mouth, and then I want to make my stand. This is what I am right. So same way everybody else thinks also. Maybe he also, like for men, they think, okay, I am working so very best in my office. I am the best worker. I am very honest. I am very truthful. I am applying to the rules. I don't take any leverage from the office, anything. And how can my boss tell this to me, or how can he scold me? And then they build their wall of okay, I have this is my stand. We always take our stand as to be the perfect stand, and the others stand as a little better. Like, we don't see others point of view. Most of the time we take, it is my stand, I am perfect. I like the, not only for men, women, the child also might say, my stand is very correct, my parents are like this, or my teacher is like this. Like, we always believe, and then we we form a lot of emotions, we form a lot of negativity in our words, or we form a lot of unwanted communication. We assume a lot of things, and we get up into more trouble. We get into this karmic garbage. What we say, it is just a garbage. It is not worth dwelling into it. We dwell into all those things unwantedly. So the moment we don't take it personally, we are away from a lot of unwanted things which we can save ourselves from. And last day also we saw, how do we do this, develop this, is have an immunity. I am what I am, I know, and it is not going to affect. Somebody is praising me, somebody is putting me down, is not going to affect me. I am what I am. When we develop that love for ourselves also, and we have the trust in what we are saying and what we are doing is pure and honest, we will have a more of a balanced way to look into what others are telling to us. When we have a low love for ourselves, when we have a low trust on ourselves, that is when we fall prey to the others' opinions. We feel others' opinion are more important than our opinion, our own opinion. Then the problem starts. Uh, if we have trust on ourselves, belief in ourselves, whatever someone needs, others are saying, need not be true 100%. Need not. I am making my choices right. When I have that one, I will not fall prey to the things, assumptions, or the things told by others to me. So what I need to develop is more trust on myself. I am making the right choices and more belief on myself. Okay. I know I'm wonderful. It doesn't matter other person is telling to me I'm wonderful or not. I know I'm a wonderful person. I know I'm a very loving person. Then it takes away all, like, no, you are less, we are less immune, you're less hurt by others' words or others' actions, like that. And what they say is according to the agreements what they have made in their life. It is not that what we are, they are not saying that. What agreements they have made. All of us have our personal dream. All of us have personal agreements. All of us have different set of beliefs. So what others are saying need not be 100% true all the time. What others are saying need not be that is not we are. So we know it. When we know it, when we have love on ourselves 100%, when we have the trust on ourselves 100%, when we believe ourselves we are making the right choices, we don't have to take it very personally. Okay. And if someone is not treating us, one more thing I liked in this book is, if someone is not treating you with love and respect, if they walk away, the author says, don't be bothered. It is good. You will feel hurt, but it's on the longer run, it will do good to you. Sometimes you're very close to a dear friend and something happens and they leave us and you feel very hurt. Oh, I'm such a close friend. I could share everything with her. Why there was a misunderstanding? Why did she walk away? But when there is no love and respect, if somebody is walking away from our lives, if something happens to our relationship which is not based on love and respect, it's okay to let go certain times. It's okay to let go. It will do finally, it will do us good rather than being in a relationship where it is going to give us more pain and more sorrow. Actually, when we have this strong habit not to take anything personally, when you are going to follow this agreement, we avoid many upsets in our lives. Okay, the most of our jealousy, anger, sadness, everything will go, and we will have a huge amount of freedom because we are not worried at all. Half the time our worry is what the other person tells. Half the time our worry is what other person is thinking if I do like this, what the other person is telling on us. When we know, okay, I'm not taking it personally, it is nothing to do with me, it gives us a lot of freedom. It gives us a lot of freedom. Nobody can do this black magic on us anymore. Someone sends intentionally or unintentionally any poison, I am not taking it. I am not taking it. So if I'm not taking it, I'm immune to it. So that gives me a lot of freedom to be happy, a lot of freedom to be always in the blissful state. I don't have to inner happiness, joy, everything comes because I'm not hurting myself, I'm not wounding myself, I'm not listening to everything others are pouring onto me. I'm having a filter in front of me. I filter what is needed, I take what is not needed, I just let go of my this thing. It doesn't affect me at all. So that gives this attitude. When we develop, the author says, it gives us a lot of freedom, it gives you joy, it gives you happiness. There is your anger, your hatred, all these slowly disappears, and you become immune to this unwanted emotion, negative emotion. And making assumptions, this is both are almost connected, as we can say, making assumptions and don't take anything personally. Sometimes we assume things which are not right, and we don't clarify. What we do a mistake is, once we assume, it's better to make a clarification, better to ask them. Don't build up the misunderstanding more and more. If something happens, I can directly ask, Padma, what is wrong? Did I hurt you? And then if we speak openly, if you speak honestly, if you speak with love, it would be something not even worth of worrying ourselves or anything. But what we do generally is, we don't open up, we don't clarify, we just assume things, and then we build on that. Oh, Padma is not smiling at me today. Maybe she's angry. Maybe she's upset with me. Something I told her is upsetting you. I used to do this a lot before. Somebody is not, usually regularly a friend keeps calling me. And then sometimes they don't call. Maybe she's upset. maybe what did I tell anything? Then I had to think like, no, what did I talk to her last on the phone call? Did I say anything to upset her? Is she angry? Why she didn't call me? All those things used to be running in my mind subconsciously, and then she will call after a few days and nothing would have happened. She would have been busy in something else. But unintentionally, I was wasting my energy lot in this subject which was not needed. I could have done something better with my thought process or anything. So then only I realized nothing wrong. Why did I worry so much? Usually I'm not the person who's very friendly to call somebody. So there are few friends who don't mind, they keep calling me. Then long time I called also 2-3 times, no response. Then I started, oh, maybe something I said is wrong. Did I do anything wrong? Did I hurt her? Did I say anything like that? I was worried. She didn't answer my call. She usually calls on her own. Why is this happening? All those assumptions inside I'm building so many times. I have done 2-3 times. Then I stopped. Okay, the other person is busy in something else in the world and other person is free, she will come back to me. Then when she called back after a few days, and it was nothing, she was normal, she was talking nicely as before only. Then I realized, why did I worry so much? Why did I break my head for unwantedly, when there was nothing for me to worry about? Why did I spend my negative energy over that? Then I realized, okay, somebody is calling, not calling, okay, call up or leave a message. Okay, are you okay? Is everything fine? And forget about it and move on in life. Most of our present day problems is like we get caught up in all these unwanted issues of making assumptions like with a friend or with a family member or with the relative or with your brothers, sisters. And then if your brother is not talking, then we say, okay, something wrong happened. What is this about? What is that about? Unwantedly we take so much of which is not necessary, which is not there. Also we build up the moment our thought process, maybe we give energy to those things and we build up those things, I feel. Then when we don't do it, when we are not putting energy in all those wrong areas, it just everybody is happy with you and you're happy everywhere. Sometimes our thought only gives the negative energy to that idea, maybe she's angry, maybe my brother is upset, he has not called, he has not kept in touch, maybe they have not written to me, maybe something is not okay. Like that we give negative energy that bounces back on us. So it's better to have a clarity, ask for clarification. If I am misunderstood, okay, Padma, did I say anything? Did I hurt you? No, yes, no, okay, we clarify. Okay, no, I didn't mean it. I can tell you I didn't mean it. Padma can say, no, I thought you meant it. So we clarify and we move on with no wastage of time and wastage of energy and no wastage of making more and more misunderstandings and getting into problems. And always I think, and what always one more thing we do is we assume the other person knows what I am thinking. That also is a lot of times I have made that mistake. Once you are married for so many years, then we assume your husband has to understand what is your need. We assume if we are in the mood, he has to understand what we need. We have to understand, without saying it. Sometimes it doesn't work. Everybody is in a different mood set every day, so they don't usually assume what we are going through. Sometimes we are happy or sometimes they are unhappy. So when there is a need to communicate with clarity, communicate better clearly, and avoid these misconception of assumption and that. If you communicate, okay, I thought you will understand this from me. I thought this was my thought process, that is why I said this. If you communicate to the other person, the problem almost gets solved. No, the worst thing is we don't communicate, we keep assuming something, we keep building upon those assumptions, and we are in misery all the time. What is our nature? It has true nature is what the smoky mirror person said. It's only happiness, it's only blissfulness, it is only that oneness in everything. I am in everywhere, I am in you, I am in Sunita, everyone is in me. Like that state we don't reach, because we are putting all unwanted things on us above and up, heaviness on us. Why? Unwantedly, because we are not clarifying, we are not saying clearly what we want. If I want something from my husband, from my child, what I am expecting. Okay, I think my child should understand, get up early in the morning, be very active in the morning, go for a walk and do all those things. It doesn't happen. If I'm assuming my child will do, that will make me happy. I'm only assumption, and she is not going to do, and it is going to give me sadness, sorrowness. These are the ways we invite sorrow, I feel. Then the second day I tell, okay, this is what I'm expecting you to do. Can you do? Or how much you can do? Then I don't have my authoritativeness to fully force. Okay, how much ever she does, I am happy with it. At least I have the clarity I told. Okay, it is the same with my husband, or it is the same with the husband and the boss, in the surroundings, with your friendship. Yeah. Okay, I will not call. You call, there is something necessary. Okay. We have clarity and understanding in every relationship. We have no sorrow coming to us at all. And we don't have clarity in all the relationships, becomes a problem. Maybe it's your siblings, maybe it is your parents, your in-laws, your maids, your close family, your extended family, your friendship. Everywhere we have, if we can have this, everything, if we can have this clarity in communication, we get more freedom. We get more freedom. All the relationship changes for better. Okay, because I'm communicating clearly what I want from my husband, what is expected from my maid, what is expected my friend. I want this way. Okay, if you're not okay, please message me. If you're okay, let us move forward. No need to message. Like that, when I have communication very clearly, with clarity, and without making assumptions, my words also become impeccable. Okay, when I have to hold on to my first agreement, if I assume, if I take everything personally, I cannot hold on to my first agreement, where my word has to be impeccable, my word has to be without any sin. I cannot hold on to it. So when the second and third agreement, if I have to hold on to the first one, I have to practice this. I don't have to take everything personally. They are saying as per their status of agreement, what they have come in life. It has nothing to do with me. Clarity there. And when I don't make assumptions. I am very clear what I want from others, and what I am thinking, I communicate to everybody, so that there is a clarity in communication. There is no misunderstanding at all. So I don't have misunderstanding with anybody. Then where is my sorrow coming from? Okay, I have clear understanding with my friends, I have clear understanding with my parents, I have clear understanding with my husband, family. Okay, then that is from where you can have your sadness come out from. When we don't have that understanding, only the sadness comes, or your misunderstanding comes, or the evil jealousy comes, or oh, she is not calling, she thinks big of herself, ego comes. Ego is very easily, it pops up, pump pump pump, like that it pops up. Okay, what she thinks, she is great, why I should call, let her call. All those comes only because of the misunderstanding which we have. Once we don't have the misunderstanding, once we have clarity in what we are saying, what we are doing, then most 90% of our problem is clear. 90% of our problem gets solved on its own, and we are only seeing what is to be seen, and we are only speaking what we have to speak, and we are only taking what we have to take. These are the main three things. No, what we have to speak, we are only speaking impeccably, we are using our words correctly, we are not hurting anybody, we are not poking anyone with a poisonous sting like bee like sting like thing, and we are taking what we have to take only. Yeah, what we have to take only we are taking. What is unwanted, we are just not taking at all. We are not taking anything personally. It is not happening to me, it is not happening to me personally. And I am not making assumptions. When I am not making assumptions, I am making myself very clear, I'm making myself in clarity. I'm conveying what I have to convey with clarity to others. I have no problem with anybody around me. When I have no problem with anybody around me, I am happy with myself. I'm happy with everybody else also in the same way. Everything becomes interconnected. That is what these agreements are. These are 4 agreements, main agreements: impeccable with our words. And then the second one is don't take anything personally. Third one is don't make assumptions. The fourth one is going to be always do your best. Yeah, that is the fourth assumption. Be impeccable with your words. Don't take it personally. Don't make assumptions. And then the fourth one is going to be always do your best. Whatever we are doing, we have to give our best, 100%. That is the fourth one. We will see a little of that in a moment. once in a class, a teacher told, I believe, all the children, raise your hands. Okay, the children raise their hands like this. Then the teacher said the second time, raise your hand to the fullest maximum possible. So they all raise their hands, like, fully to the extent. First time when they said raise their hands, they never raised up to the extent like that. Okay, small children usually do this. If you notice, the KG, that group children, when you say, they will always be to the far extent. But as you grow, then your standard, you don't raise up to that. Okay, then like this, when you bigger the children come, they raise your hand, means they will come like this only. So then we don't, that how he was saying like that, we don't give our best the first time itself. When we say raise, like a small kid, you have to be like that, fully up to the, like, ceiling, how much ever I can stretch myself is. We give not 100% in everything we do. We our standard itself, we reduce a little bit, 80 to 90% maybe maximum we will do with that. In anything we take, any subject we take, any part of our life, whatever our life's everyday activities we take, we have to learn to give 100% of whatever we do. Like if you see, if I have to, okay, today is my house cleaning day. If we keep every day, no, one day house cleaning or one day clothes or something, like whatever, like a housewife, we have to do all the course. Anything I do, it has to be that day, this project I have taken, that much has to be a perfect 100%. I should always give my perfect. Even for students, we have to practice this. Give your perfect, give your best to children. It is not that you expect a reward. It is not that you're looking for a reward and doing it. But when you do anything, that should be the maximum possible for me. Today, this much I can stretch with my body, this much I will do maximum that much. Actually, when I tell this, actually, they don't agree. My girl doesn't agree to me. No, I've studied. I said, no, you're not studying up to the maximum. You have to stretch that extra 10% to reach up to the maximum. Then you will know the results. If I don't do if I have to clean the God's room one day, I have taken today that, then it has to be like, spick and span, everything, every small part, from the lamp to the diya, what the gods, the flowers, everywhere, every arrangement, everything. Then it becomes a full picture, becomes complete. Then you're perfect, you're 100%. But when I lack of 80%, I will do that setup. If I go, I will do only 50% of the work what I am setting up to do. So always giving our best in whatever way, whatever position you are, maybe in work, maybe in taking care of the children, maybe in love, everywhere it has to be reaching to the maximum goal. Maximum goal has to be set as 100. There is no lower limitation for this. That is what will come as always doing your best. That is what is the last lesson it will come as. A little more in that tomorrow we will see. This much I wanted to make today's class with don't make assumptions, don't take anything personally. If I have to add something, I'll see. Yeah, when we keep don't take anything personal, when your heart is open, no one can hurt you. You follow your heart, you experience inner peace and happiness. And words are very powerful. We have seen how to be with our words also, and how to keep our affirmations every day, with the impeccable words. And we are free from fear. We are full of joy and attaining kingdom of heaven. Not to take anything personally, you have to have the immunity. Don't let anybody else's view, anybody else's thoughts come in between to you and put you down. Always don't take the poison what others are telling. Don't take it personally. You can easily, once they hook you, they will put on throwing poison into you. Once you're away from the hook, you are free. Your freedom is there. It is a bliss. It is a gift. Whenever you are taking it personally only, we get offended, then we build up our defense, then everything goes wrong. So if I'm not afraid, when I have a trust in myself, I believe what I'm doing is in the right way. Whatever someone says, other says, doesn't affect us. Yeah. And if someone is not treating us with love and respect, it is a gift if they walk away. That is maybe a, like, we'll be hurt, but doesn't matter. On the long run, it is going to help us. If we avoid taking anything personally, we will not get upset in so many areas. It will get cleared away. It will simply disappear. Your sadness, anger, everything. And it is a huge freedom we will get. This huge freedom we will get when we don't take things personally, and when we don't make assumptions also. Intentionally, unintentionally, don't let anybody else's thought, words affect you at all. Okay. And then a quick revision of making assumptions also. We end up with a lot of misunderstanding. Because of lack of communication. So the main thing is to keep your communication channel very free. Communicate very freely with very much of clarity, and in spirituality, we say, no, it is lessons are only for us. It is not to change the other person. It is not to change the world. It is how much we are changing. So with these, if the author says, write on the fridge magnet, write all these in a paper and stick, so that you keep, wherever you're working, wherever you're sitting, keep these words, and then you keep working it. Once we keep seeing it, we can always work on ourselves, judge us. Did I do it correctly? Where I missed? Where did I, well, which was my strong agreement today I did, which was agreement which I didn't keep up to, like that. So it is only working on ourselves. It is working on ourselves which will give us freedom. It is not the other person. It is not that my husband is going to shower me with flowers, love, and chocolates and cake. No, that is not going to give me happiness or freedom. When I work with myself, when I know what I am, that is when it is going to give me the freedom. It is not my a part of my child bringing happiness, or family bringing happiness, or friends bringing happiness. It is what happiness I am going to create for myself. What the freedom I am going to have, that is what is going to give me the permanent happiness or joy in my life. Yeah. So it is for not to make assumptions. What are the things we have to do is communicate with clarity. Don't whatever your thoughts are, whatever your feelings are, it is better to say to the other person, and not to build up on any negative thoughts or emotions always in us. And doing our best. Next day, tomorrow we will see. Doing our best is always giving best in 100% in whatever we are doing, whatever we are saying, whatever we are doing, 100%. You don't expect results also, results will follow. Definitely it will follow. It is not for our thing to expect something and do. Krishna says, don't expect any fruit of result in any actions you do. So when we do it, we are benefited. We will be benefited. So this is the main 4 agreements. The 5th one and the 4th one, tomorrow's class, I will, I think I can complete with Thursday's class. Anything you want to say, anything clarification needed anywhere, please let me know, Master.
I have a situation. It had happened last month. She is my aunt, my cousin's mother, and her cousin daughter attended puberty. And it was the day of that function. Normally, before they used to do functions. Nowadays, they don't want to do any functions, something like that. Nowadays, they're not keen to that and all. So her in-laws want to do something simple within their family. So I told my aunt, so on that day, you let me know, you buy something on my side and gift her. And she's good character, but she's like that. Whatever she says the correct, whatever she does the correct, it was like that. We all know, but we never let her to know her that she's doing wrong because we respect her. And if we argue also, she won't accept that she's wrong. She's like that. What happened on that day? I used to call her daily because I inspire her because she, with very difficulties, she has faced her life, and I inspire her how she faced and all because she's a good inspiration for me. I regularly daily call her saying, hi, what did you eat for 1 minute? because she will be happy when someone calls. We are far away. So on that day, I called her. What happened? Unknowingly, I don't know that they're doing function.
Oh,
She has intention that she want to call someone. That
okay.
even they have mother and daughter also sometimes have the clashes. They have some not the good thing bonding. Every time they have
Okay.
the clash. So she forgot to call someone, and the mother want to call. Unknowingly, I called that time, and
Uh,
she the function is going on. I just asked her, Did